The May long weekend isn't just the unofficial start to summer, it's also the hottest weekend to hit up the garden center. In fact, according to Frank Ferragine, it can be a full-on contact sport. And he would know. So he's joining us now with shopping tips to get us in and out successfully with like our clothing still on and our hair still on. Frankie, you're at your garden center right now. Is it busy?
Well, it has been busy getting prepared. When it comes to this time of year, garden center owners from across the country and across North America are pretty excited about this time. And the planting, the planning that all goes behind making it so perfect for this weekend is key. But today is a perfect example of when you should shop. Do you know why, Tracy?
Does it have to do with the weather?
It does, yeah. Like, so right now, this day that we're shooting, it's a cool, cloudy day and it's rainy. And you can see at the garden center today, there's hardly anybody around. But the options are unbelievable. The plants have just been watered. Everything's been restocked. And this is the perfect time for you to go in there without crowds. There's staff actually around that can answer questions for you. They're excited to see you. But there's sometimes that people shouldn't shop whatsoever.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say it looks absolutely gorgeous there. It's like going to the grocery store at 7 in the morning and they just put the water on the broccoli. Like everything's fresh and everything's fully stocked. So what would be a bad time, Frankie, to go to the garden center? When did things get a little gnarly?
Yeah, so when it comes to the Victoria Day weekend, the big long weekend, when we have a sunny long weekend in the hours between 10 to 4, that is high time. That's when everybody comes. That's the full contact sport. You'll be having elbows up to fight for that white petunia that you want because there'll be 5 other people in line to get that white petunia for you. And also, when you shop on a sunny day, it's not ideal for plant material. As a matter of fact, your plant material would rather be planted on an overcast day when we do have forecast of rain. So on sunny days, the plants are under stress as well, and it will be a stressful shopping experience for you.
Okay, so forget the beautiful day. That's not the day to go to the garden center. Don't go 10 to 4. If they open at like 8 or 9, go at 8 or 9 or go afterwards, right? You're going to beat the rush. You also say go in with a plan. What's the plan?
Yeah, during the week too.
Okay, all right.
The plan, when you go into a garden center at this time of the year, it's like going to the grocery store hungry. You go to the grocery store hungry, you're like, that looks good. That looks good. You're going to go, oh, this dipladenia is so pretty. I'll take that. I'll take this. I'll take that. And then there's no plan. You're not actually looking to see, will this plant fit my home, fit my property? If I have all shade, this guy here is not going to do well for you whatsoever. So you need a little bit of criteria to know the right plant for the right place. If we get the right plant for the right place, we're going to have a successful garden season and we're not going to waste money. If you go and just buy the pretty ones, they don't always work out for you.
They don't work out for me a lot, but here's the thing. I never do the refund or return, so I'll just have plants dying in my garden, and then that's how I teach myself a lesson. Tracy, did you like losing that money? No, I did not. So are there refund and return policies for plants? Like, can you actually take your plants back, or is it like underwear?
Is it like underwear? It depends on the type of plants. There are some refund policies for perennials, trees and shrubs. The underwear of plants, I guess, are annuals. Generally, there is no refund policy on annuals because they only last one season. Let's hope your underwear lasts a little bit longer. But I will tell you that there are some refund policies that are in place for you. I love that analogy, by the way. Just keep your receipt, really important, and check with your local independent garden center on, some will have a 1-year guarantee, some 2-year guarantee, some a seasonal guarantee. So ask those questions.
Okay, good to know. Now, you have a tip for not buying plants with a specific name in it. What is that?
So there's plants out there, and you go to look at the plant, and you're like, oh, look at the variegated foliage on this. This is so beautiful. This is a juga, but then you look at the name, and you're like, Burgundy Glow Bugleweed. If it has the word weed in it, that means it's actually, and it also usually says it's a vigorous plant, that can be invasive. And there are many plants out there that you can even get at a garden center that can be invasive, that can cause future problems. And as well, we need to be aware of them. Goutweed's another example of that, and mint is another example of a plant that when you plant can become more of a problem than really a beauty or really purposeful.
So anything with weeds, stay away from it. It doesn't matter how pretty it is. And lastly, Frankie, how do we know if we're planting too early? What are the signs?
So key is when it comes to perennials, know your hardiness zone. Perennials can be planted in spring. Know the last frost date. That last frost date's the last average date that you're going to get frost. Generally in southern Ontario, you're looking about mid-May. Over towards the prairies, you're looking into the first week of June sometimes, but really pay attention to that. And as well, another recommendation just for you to save some money when you go to buy plants, you can see this is what's called a 1204 because there's 4 plants when you buy this. Sometimes these are really, really affordable because you can get 4 plants for the price of 1. This is a 4-inch, so if you're buying in a 4-inch, so take a look at options, especially if you need a lot of plants. And sometimes, if you go to some of the larger perennials like hostas, like this guy here, you can see it's big. That's a $19.99 plant. You can divide this easily into 4, get 4 plants out of it, and then the cost of that is only $5 per plant. So just really a little bit of information, ask some questions, and a reminder, we all kill plants, and at the end, just say, I just wanted to add to my compost if you kill a plant.
I'm stealing that one. It's also very good for Frankie's business. Go kill your plants, everyone. Frankie, thank you so much.